Hey everyone, Tiffany here from the Woolen Homestead, and welcome back for part 2 of the Spin With Me series. So I finished up that first braid from Fox and Flower, and this is what I've come up with. So it ended up being, it's about a fingering weight. I think it goes about fingering weight to sport weight. So I got about 54 grams. And I ended up getting 224 yards for this skein. And so I'm really, really happy with that. I think that's going to be about the right weight for a sock weight. And yeah, here's a close-up of how everything turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. The only thing I was worried about was that I overspun it, which I was going for that because these are going to be socks. I wanted to make sure there was a lot of twist. And I feel like it looks pretty nice. There's a few spots where it's pretty tightly spun. And this is, like right there. This is after a bath, thank goodness. Before the bath, it was curly Q city. It was really, really crazy. And so, yeah, that's still something I'm learning, is trying to find that sweet spot for how much twist I want. This is the most twist that I've put into a project since, from when I was learning. Though everything was overspun in the beginning then. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. I love the colors. And yeah, I'm just really, really excited. I used a short forward draft, and I applied it and spun it using the 11:1 ratio. I was going to apply it on a higher ratio, but it wasn't really working with my drive band to go up to the 14:1, so I did not do that. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what I've got to show you for the finished skein. How I finished it was I just put it in a bath with wool wash, and then I let it soak for a good 15-20 minutes, and then I rolled it in a towel, got all of the water out of there, and then after that I snapped it I didn't thwack it or anything like that. So I just kind of snapped it in my hands and then hung it up on a plastic hanger and let it go from there and just let it dry. So it bloomed quite a bit, which is really nice. And now the yardage that I got, that was from before the bath. So I haven't measured it since then. So I don't know if that might change a little bit, but that was my measurement before the bath. But yeah, so now I'm ready to get going on my next braid, which is this paired braid that came as a set. And yeah, I'm ready to start making that into another fingering weight skein and to make it into some sock yarn. So I'm going to divide up this braid in the same fashion that I did with the first braid. So if you want to see how I did that, you can go check out Spin With Me Part 1 and see how I did that. And then yeah, I'm going to get going and start spinning this up. So I now have my 8 little nests all set to start spinning, and I'm so excited. It looks like this braid doesn't really have like a striping sequence, so I'm not going to worry about tying in the knots so I know which end to start from, because I don't think it's really going to make a difference personally. So I think that might kind of give it a cool effect, that it won't be spinning up the same exactly. So yeah, I'm just going to go with it. And I'm going to spin it in the same exact fashion. I'm probably going to do a little bit of a sampling again. That way I've got the same amount in the finished project product, and then I can kind of get back into the rhythm of how I was spinning the other skein that I had spun. So yeah, I'm all set to get going. Hey guys, so it's been a few weeks since I last recorded, and I thought I'd update you guys on how this spinning is going. So you can see, here's what I've got done so far, and I'm loving it so much. I'm loving this project. So I did spin up a little sample here, and yeah, I think it compares pretty well to my last one. The only difference I noticed is I was much more consistent with this one, so I thought that was kind of funny. But it makes sense, you know, because I had been practicing so much more. So these are the two of them together. So you can see how they're gonna look, and yeah, I'm really, really excited about this project. I love it so far. I feel like the spinning itself is going well. My wheel is in desperate need of a spa day. And I mentioned on my podcast that I had listened to a audio podcast called The Sheep Spot, and it's all spinning, and she had gone through how to give your wheel a spa day. And so I think that is something that I want to do. And she was talking about changing out your drive band, changing out your brake band. And yeah, I think it's time. That is definitely not something that I have done even since I've owned it, and I've owned this for a couple of years now. So I think it's time. I've got an extra drive band already, so that'll be easy. And then I'm just gonna use fishing line for the brake band. We're gonna see how that goes. And then I also need to work on oiling this more. So that's my next thing to do as well. So yeah, just give it an overall good cleaning. I think the last time I gave it a real good thorough cleaning was right before Tour de Fleece, and it's the end of February today. So yeah, so it was back in July that I gave it a good thorough cleaning. So it's definitely time. And yeah, now I don't spin every single day, but I have been definitely spinning more and more. So even though it has been so long, even though I don't spin every single day, I still think since it's been so long and I am starting to spin more and more, I think I should definitely give it a thorough cleaning. So I will show you guys a close-up of what the bobbin looks like. So here's how this is turning out. Yeah, I love it. I love these little pink bits that are kind of hidden throughout. I think that's great. And then, so I'll show, here's what one of the nests look like. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's 100% merino, and I love it. And I'm spinning on an Ashford Kiwi too, and I adore this wheel very, very much. I think it's a great beginner wheel, and I do not plan on replacing it anytime soon. I love it a lot. So yeah, guys, I think that is it for my check-in for now. And yeah, I will, like I said, I'll just keep you guys up to date on how this is going. I've got about, I think, 3 more nests after this one is finished. So yeah, I'm definitely getting to the finish line, and I'm really, really excited. I want to film how I finished the yarn, because with the last one I didn't, because I was just too excited to get it in the bath, and I had finished it at nighttime, so everybody was already sleeping. So yeah, I want to definitely get some video of that and how I finish it and everything. So yeah, happy spinning everybody, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, so I just had to pop on here again because I just went through and oiled my spinning wheel, and I just have to show you the complete difference that it made, because I went back and listened to the previous video that I had just filmed, and it was crazy how loud my wheel was, and I knew it needed oiling, but I just didn't even realize how loud it was. But now take a listen. It's so smooth, and it just flows, and it's quiet and soothing, and I was so shocked. Like, I knew it would make a difference, and it has every other time when I've oiled it. But you just kind of forget, you know, you get used to hearing how it sounds, and then you oil it and you're like, whoa. So yeah, I just had to pop on and share that with you guys again. I also want to show you guys the oil that I did use. it's just called 3-in-1. It's just like a multi-purpose oil. My husband Ethan said, you know, just to use this. It was on his workbench and it works fantastic. So yeah, I would totally recommend it. It's been fantastic. So yeah, that's what I'm using for my oil.